One sunny morning, our friends Kilo the adventurous cat and Minty the curious mouse embarked on their new adventure. They found themselves aboard a cloud-skimming airplane, soaring high above cotton candy clouds. The airplane's engines hum as they arrived in the bustling city of Dubai. "I can't wait for the adventures that await us in Dubai," said Kilo excitedly. When Kilo and Minty saw the beautiful cityscape, their eyes widened like saucers. The city shimmered like a mirage against a vast desert horizon. Skyscrapers, like glass and steel giants, reached for the clouds. Kilo nudged Minty. "This is amazing," said Kilo. "It's spectacular," exclaimed Minty, as they exchanged wide-eyed glances. Their whiskers quivered in sync and their hearts beat to the same rhythm of excitement. As their paws met the warm embrace of the sand, it seemed as though adventure itself had wrapped them from head to toe. "First item on our bucket list is sandboarding," Kilo declared, pointing toward the famous sand slides that curved like golden ribbons down the dunes. Minty's eyes sparkled. "Let's slide down the sand." And so they raced under the sun's rays, hearts pounding with exhilaration. Their tails swished like a flag in the breeze. They whooped and laughed, leaving trails of joy along the way. "Faster!" Minty shouted, cheeks flushed with excitement. But adventure always brings thirst. Kilo pulled out his trusty water bottle and took a long sip. "Nothing beats a glass of cold water after sandboarding," Kilo declared. "Minty," Kilo said, wiping his mouth with a paw, "you should drink some too." Minty, however, had other plans. His whiskers twitched as he examined the water bottle. With a determined glint in his eye, Minty dipped his paw into the bottle and flicked droplets toward the sand. "Look, Kilo," cried Minty, "I've made an amazing discovery. I can build a magnificent golden castle with all this beautiful golden sand." Each drop transformed the grains into something more. Minty's small paws danced. In a brief period, Minty constructed an immense sand castle. Minty stood back, chest puffed out, admiring his creation. "Look, Kilo, I built a golden castle." Kilo's eyes widened. "Wow, that's really amazing," he said, his voice filled with genuine admiration. But as Minty proudly placed his paw on the castle's wall, disaster struck. The immense sandcastle crumbled, and Minty disappeared under the gigantic pile of golden sand. Kilo quickly sprang into action. With swift paws, Kilo dug, sending sand flying in all directions. Finally, Minty emerged, for disheveled but safe. "Kilo, you've saved me again," Minty gasped, catching his breath. Kilo grinned. "Well, what are friends for?" he replied, as he dusted the sand off Minty's fur. "So what's the next item on our bucket list?" asked Minty. "Our next stop is the famous Dubai Aquarium and Underwater Zoo," replied Kilo. As they reached the aquarium, they encountered a marvel that left them breathless. The giant aquarium was teeming with colorful fish. Minty's throat felt parched from his sandcastle building escapade, and he eyed the water within the glass walls. "Water!" Minty cried with his scratchy voice. His little heart raced, and before he could stop himself, he climbed the edge and dipped his whiskers into the cool depths. "Oh," Minty exclaimed, "this is the most refreshing water ever." Just as Minty was gulping down mouthfuls of water, he suddenly lost his balance and splash. Minty tumbled in, his tiny body swallowed by the gigantic water tank. "Help!" Minty tried to scream as he sank deeper and deeper into the tank. Suddenly, Doodles, a giant turtle, heard Minty's cry for help. Doodles lifted Minty up towards the surface of the water. Minty's panic turned to awe as he met Doodles and was guided to safety. "Thank you so much for saving me," said Minty, with water still coming out of his mouth. Minty's belly swelled with so much water that he resembled a round beach ball. "Always glad to help," replied Doodles as he turned around and swam away into the swarm of colorful fish. Grateful, Minty and Kilo dried off and headed to the Burj Khalifa, the tallest tower in the world. They rode the elevator, their excitement bubbling like shaken soda cans. When they reached the top, they admired the magnificent view of Dubai. Suddenly, the lights flickered, and the lights darkened. "Oh no," cried Kilo. "I think the elevators stopped working. How will we get down?" Kilo cried as tears rolled down his face. That's when they met Leo, a leopard photographer. Leo was packing up his camera gear ready to go home. "Excuse me, the elevator is not working." "How will you be getting down?" asked Kilo. Leo grinned. "I'm the fastest leopard in Dubai. These stairs are a walk in the park for me," Leo said proudly as he puffed his chest and showed off the muscles. Kilo and Minty exchanged glances. "We have an idea," they whispered. "Would you be able to give us a ride down?" asked Kilo and Minty with a hopeful look in their eyes. "Sure thing," replied Leo. They hopped onto Leo's back, gripping his fur as he sprinted down the stairs. The world blurred past, and adrenaline surged. Leo's legs were a blur of spots, and soon they reached the ground, panting but exhilarated. "Thank you so much, Leo," Kilo and Minty said in harmony. "Enjoy the rest of your stay in Dubai," said Leo, who winked and vanished into the Dubai streets. Back at their hotel, they floated on a giant inflatable duck in the pool, the relaxing breeze brushing their fur. Soon, the city lights twinkled below, and Kilo and Minty admired the magnificent cityscape of Dubai. They knew this adventure would forever be etched in their hearts. To be continued. Please like and subscribe for more Kilo and Minty stories.